minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's get ready to suck it!
Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, yeah. Big time, big time, big time.
Big time.
Running up the numbers, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of crime. Pockets running over with the dollar signs. Try to take it from me.
Big time.
Teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. I'm big time, lot of shine. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me, from me, from me, from me, from me.
Big time. Number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me, must be out your mind.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Wednesday edition of the YSN Power Hour. DJ Yoakley with you in the top left corner. Then we got Quinn Pushkar. We got Scotty Mincher in the G. Burby Farm Studios. Jeff Betos is joining us from Casa de Betos, and also a couple more household names, as Mike McKenzie joins us from his home, and so does Paul Munson, repping the South Range Raiders once again today. Gentlemen, how are we?
Great.
Sounds
nice.
like it.
Rain's gone away, hopefully, for the rest of the day. I'll take it.
Scotty?
I said I'm good.
Okay, I didn't hear you. We're gonna have to turn your mic up a little bit. I'll get that for you. Quinn, how are you?
Always a great day.
Are you in the hospital? Where are you?
No, I'm not in the hospital.
Doesn't it look like you're in
I'm
a
not like
waiting
that
room?
other guy.
He looks like he's in a bathroom. Like, you got a bathroom right now?
I'm in Jeff's janitorial closet. That's all.
There's no windows in there.
Yeah, there.
One door in, one door out.
McNuggies, how's you?
Doing great.
All right. It is. Wait a minute. That's not the National Day. They almost got me tricked up. I was gonna say it's National Lazy Day, but wasn't that yesterday?
Yeah.
Look who's lazy now. All right. So it is National Sons and Daughters Day. National Sons and Daughters Day. So from your perspective, what's the best part about Well, Paul, you're really the only one in here that can do the Daughter's Day. But what's the best part about being a son for you guys? Quinn, we'll start with you.
I don't know. That's tough because that's a question for my dad. I mean, I'm just great. Like, look at me. I'm greatness. So being me is amazing. Always.
Why would that be a question for your dad?
I don't know what makes me a great son. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
He's not a great
I'm great.
son
So
because you lose in golf all the time. So
I'm not the one that would get beat up for having a mustache, though.
I haven't got beat up. I don't know what you're talking about.
It does
Not
look
yet.
good. It does look good today.
It pops right now, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
your IQ is significantly higher with that thing on your lip.
I wish that's how that worked.
Scotty, what's the best part about being your father's son?
For when it comes to me and my father, I'd say the best part for me has always been and still is the fact that we bond over sports and sporting events. I mean, he took me to my first game when I was probably less than 10 years old. It was in 1998, an Indians game. So we've gone to so many games over the years, and there's nothing quite like sports to bring people and a family together, especially when it's someone like your dad. So to me, that's the best part about being a son is just I've had the chance because of my dad working really hard like he did and being a pharmacist. I had the luxury to go to a lot of games with him. So that's the best part about being his son for me is just the fellowship we get there.
Love it. Love it. Jeffrey, best part about being a son to your parents?
It's just because like being a son to my dad is just so cool because we on like Scotty said about sports and how we don't really have to do too much to even like talk to each other because I haven't talked to my dad in probably about like 2 days, and he called me yesterday trying to tell me how he shot 83 in golf. Then I shoot 86, and he did tell me not enough. So I get it, we're competitive, but to my mom, she has to think I'm a real pain in the ass. She goes to my room every day. She's like, "This is dirty. It's dirt. What? How? How?" I'm like, "I don't know." So my mom probably hates it a little bit, but yeah, pretty awesome, son.
McNuggies, you are the golden child. I know that. Talk to me about what it's like to be in your spot. What's your favorite part being about of your? What is your favorite part of being a son to your parents?
I don't know about that golden child part. I think I think that you got three people that would disagree on that, my parents and myself. But you know, both of my parents, not just my dad, but my mom as well, they really got me to fall in love with sports, you know, going to baseball games, sitting down here and watching football games on Saturdays and Sundays. Before I had the luxury of doing YSN with you guys, I'd sit with my mom in the stands as my dad would coach football games. So, you know, we've all really bonded over sports, and they're kind of the reasons that I fell in love with sportscasting. And without them and their leadership, I probably wouldn't be sitting here today.
Well, we got to get your headroom right, because if we put you on full blast, your chin's there. You go. See,
there we go.
That's the good sign of a broadcaster and a quick learner right there. Paulie, what about you?
Mine is just, I mean, I'm the oldest, so I mean, I'm the best. So that's the nice part about being his son, and I'm the most responsible. And I mean, listen, I love my brother, but he digs himself a hole every day. So I get to be that beam of light that everybody's like, oh, look, we have this one. And so, yeah.
So you're the golden child.
Yeah, because there's only two of us. There's myself and my brother, and my brother's a train wreck. So, yeah, I can screw shit up, but not as bad as he does. So I look good compared to him.
What are you giggling about, Betos?
So, I mean,
I just thought about something.
Yeah. So, but I mean, the best part about having the girls, I mean, is just like you get to see them accomplish things and do things, and they're excited about it, and they want to tell you and show you. So, I mean, that's the great part. Is like you have a part of helping them learn and develop things. So that's the great part about you know, just kids in general. So
I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. I think my favorite part about being a son is being able to learn from my parents' mistakes along the way. I think that was part of, I'm a learner by failing, right? But at the same time, I can see somebody else do something, and I'm like, nope, gonna take this road over here. Not going back down that road. So very appreciative for all my parents, because we didn't have much growing up, as you guys we've talked about before. But they did everything they could to give me everything they could, and same with my sister. So we both turned out to be okay people. Neither one of us are necessarily incarcerated, so we're in good straits. So, all right, that leads us to our Baird Brothers Would You Rather, brought to you by our fine friends at Baird Brothers Fine Hard Woods. Would you rather be a mascot for a day or drive the Zamboni at a hockey game? Mascot for a day, any mascot, or drive the Zamboni at a hockey game? Paul, we'll start with you, because I love this one.
Well, I mean, listen, I've already experienced the mascot issue, so I mean, but I mean, the Zamboni part, I don't know. I mean, unless, you'd want to wave at people, but you still got to pay attention to what you're doing. The mascot part, that's great, because you got the mascot outfit on. People don't know what you under there. You can pretty much do almost anything you want within reason, and people have no clue who it is in there. So, yeah,
what's the worst part about being a mascot?
Worst part about being a mascot's the freaking vision of those things. I mean, you literally just put blinders on yourself and then put your hands over like this. Now think about it. You can't see in your peripheral vision. All you see is straight forward, and yeah, you can't see people on the side of you, behind you, not at all. And when you are at certain places and people are complete jerks, yeah, you can get abused in one of those things. So
we got to keep the questions going for our only mascot. What was the worst thing that happened to you in the snowbird outfit?
The worst thing that happened to me, well, I'm trying to think. It was between one of two things. One, I had to be out in that thing in the blazing heat of the Canfield Fair. Yeah. Well, they didn't knock me down. I'll get to them in a second. But you were in this complete suit, and it had a vest that had ice packs built into it,
okay.
And then there was a fan in the head that would spin. And so, yeah, that's all great, but you're still in a damn big-ass bird suit, and it's 90 degrees out at the Canfield Fair, and you're sweating your ass off. So that wasn't fun. But the worst part was we went to a school. And it was because that was part of the weather program. So you'd have one of the anchors go with you, and they didn't care about the anchors. They just saw this big ass 6 foot tall bird, and oh great, let's go see him. Well, the teacher didn't describe to the kids exactly what needed to happen. They had questions, and all of a sudden she goes, "Okay, do you guys want to come see the bird?" Boom, they came full bore, the entire class, and hit me and pinned me up against the chalkboard. They pushed the news anchor out of the way to get towards Snowbird, and it was just yeah.
Did they knock you down?
If it wasn't for the chalkboard behind me, I would have been on the ground, yeah. Because I fell back into the chalkboard, and now I'm leaning up against the chalkboard, and they were for kids nowadays, they're dry erase boards, but there used to be chalkboards in schools, so yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But the mall thing, was there was always an intern. And the intern, so I was there, it was my freshman year in college, so I was 19. The interns were 23 years old probably, and they were always girls. Well, they could care less about walking around with this bird because we had done our show already. So now they're they want to go see a friend that's working at one of the stores in the mall. So I'm walking around the mall, and any idiot who wants to be a jerk sees some 6 foot tall bird walking around or any kind of animated thinks, what the hell you think's going to happen? All of a sudden it's you get hit in the back of the head. You're and you got to look, and you're looking like this. And then you keep walking, all of a sudden it's and it's what the hell is going on here? So
wait a minute. You were the South Range Raider mascot too?
But see, that's totally different. There was no mask. All I did was wear a bandana on my head, and it was a pirate shirt. And,
you didn't have to wear the helmet.
No, the helmet wasn't in existence then. But that Raider mascot is what got me the snowbird job, because I said I had mascot experience.
Oh my gosh.
And Yeah, because I didn't play football my senior year.
What is a snowbird?
You don't know Snowbird?
I do not know. What is snowbird?
Yeah, it was Channel 21 started this thing. So it was a 96, 97 year. They were going to bring this animated bird in to be a part of the weather program to promote weather to kids. And it was already in existence like that in West Virginia.
WTOV had it.
Yeah, and so they bought the rights to the bird suit, and they bought a suit, and they brought it up, and they passed it around in my one communications class. They said anybody you had to be at least 6 foot tall, and they wanted somebody to wear the suit. So obviously that ruled out a lot of girls because they weren't 6 foot tall. And then I filled out my application, said I had mascot experience. Wasn't a
Put a
lot.
bandana on my head. That's all.
That's it. I used to drive a 3-wheeler around the track for the football games with the big flag. And I almost got beat up one time. We went.
Just keep telling these stories, dude.
We went to, I want to say it was Western Reserve. Josh Grove, where did he go to school at, Quinn? Was it Western Reserve?
I think it was Reserve.
Okay.
I think it was Reserve. I think he went to Reserve.
Yeah, so he was huge. I mean, this kid was, 6'4", 6'5", something like that?
Big.
6'8".
Big.
Yeah, and we had a big megaphone, and I was allowed to use the megaphone during basketball games, and that damn thing echoed like crazy. There you go. There's Snowbird.
Oh, okay. I kind of remember that.
Yeah. And here's the crazy thing about that was those earmuffs are sewn to the head. So in the summertime, all they would do is take the scarf off, put a Hawaiian shirt on it, and a big pair of sunglasses, but he still had earmuffs on.
This is the best because it looks like Snowbird's talking now, dude.
Yeah, here, hold on.
Just keep talking.
There we go. So yeah. So and all you would see out of the mouth. You couldn't see out of the eyeballs, obviously. So you saw out of the mouth, and I mean it was these big rubber feet. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. But we were at Western Reserve. We were at our place playing against Western Reserve, and I was just yelling in this thing, "Grow!" and it echoed. I was right behind their seats for basketball. And after the game was over, they had a tight end who was a sophomore. He was a big kid too. He was probably like 250, 6 foot something, and he waited on the gym floor, and he pointed up to me and he goes, "I'm gonna whoop your ass."
You're Snowbird. I'm gonna whip that ass.
Yeah. So when we ended up going to Western Reserve, he went for a ball going out of bounds, and he jumped up into the stands because you remember Western Reserve had a brick wall that divided the floor from the stands, and that kid leaned over and he was pointing at me. So yeah, the mascot thing was good and bad at some points.
Did you yell into the microphone while you did it?
I got in games for free, so
Cool.
that's kind of why I became the mascot for my senior year.
Funny asshole.
Dude, I'm almost good with just keeping it going on the mascot bit because Paul's probably got story after story.
It was interesting. That's how I met Mike Ackelson. That's how I met Mike, and that's why to this day, however many years later, he still calls me Snowbird, which I don't mind. It's all right. It was interesting. It was a fun time.
What mascot would you want to be, Paul? Like with your elaborate mascot resume, what mascot would you want to build up to becoming?
Oh man, I guess the biggest one I could think of off the top of my head would have been the San Diego Chicken. I mean, the San Diego Chicken was huge. So I think that was a big one. The Philly Fanatics, one of those are on baseball and stuff right now. I mean, those
Pirate Parrot.
The Pirate Parrot's another good one. Yeah.
Pirate Parrot always came to our school. We never got Snowbird.
Donnie's saying Jackson Milton is where that.
I did find a picture, long lost picture though, Paul. Hang on, let me see.
Please tell me it's Paul. Please tell me it's Paul as the Raider mascot.
That's the Penguin.
That was Paul.
You know what's funny about that was there was a lot of times that we had to interact with Pete and Penny Penguin.
No, that's not the Penguin. That's Snowbird.
I don't know where the hell that's Snowbird at. Oh yeah, it's got earmuffs on.
Behind Snowbird, about to hurt him.
I mean, that's old. Like that's like 80s or 90s.
Yeah,
That's when you were a freshman.
No, it wasn't that. That's a janky looking Snowbird.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Sit there. It's a janky looking Snowbird.
Yeah, but we would have to interact with Pete and Penny, and it was.
We have a YSN mascot. He's right below me.
Yeah, there he is. It's Jeff. Pete and Penny were always girls, though. Like girls were inside those.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they were. It was always girls. It was always like sometimes it was like part of the cheerleading squad that were in there. So they'd always have like you'd get, and you can ask Mike about this. Mike and Dana and a couple other guys. Whenever we go do bits and Snowbird would be there, like, and you gotta go push Pete Penguin down and hang out with Penny. You gotta steal his girlfriend. I'm thinking that's not gonna be very nice. I was like, this is gonna be a.
Oh, I would have done it. Nah, screw that. I'm Snowbird.
Well, no shit, you would have done it.
Whatever I wanted.
He would have stiff-armed Pete right to the ground and tried to steal Penny.
Should we get it? Should we get a mascot? Should we look towards getting a mascot to take the games?
I'm not doing it. Don't you volunteer? Nope.
With a giant microphone, what would it be?
I'd say just a big microphone with like a headset on it.
I will die. I'm going to die. I swear to Jesus, I would. I'm going to have a heart catheter to put in today, man. I can't make it. I can't make it.
Mike, if you were going to be a mascot, who would it be and why?
Probably the Pirate Parrot, because all I have to do is go to Pirates games where there's maybe 2,000 people a night, so there's not too much interaction. All I got to do is walk around the stadium with very minimal interaction.
That's fair, and you get to watch your favorite team.
It would be a pretty easy job, too.
Yeah. Jeff, how about you?
Well, if we're going to go with mascot, I would be the WVU mascot that gets to carry around a real rifle, so that's pretty awesome. I'd rather
a musket? Doesn't
it
carry around a musket?
Real. It's not real.
Well, it's not real now, but it used to be real. But no, I would do the Zamboni one because they're usually the backup goalies. If both backup goalies get hurt for both teams, if say the home team's backup goalie gets hurt, you get to go in the game.
Jeff, that was a rare occurrence. That's not like.
Well, hey, Zamboni driver's usually it. So we'll be the Zamboni driver, and I'm gonna be the guy.
Yeah, that's what they look for.
I would pay to watch
Zamboni driver.
And I hope we play like. I'm not just saying, like, I hope they play like the Capitals and like every shot's going in. Sorry, every shot's gonna go in. I'm not even gonna try. You guys,
you wouldn't even see a shot come out.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I block one.
The over/under would probably be 10.5 goals let up by Jeff Bezos as a goalie.
I thought that's a little low. Make it 13.5. Let's call me selling on the over there, boys.
Call him Tristan Jarry.
I like how Jeff thinks on the application for a Zamboni driver, can you play hockey? Yeah.
That's usually in hockey. Usually the guys that are
the first question. The first question in bold is, do you have experience playing goalie?
Yeah. Yes. Okay, you're a Zamboni driver now.
No, in all seriousness, I agree. Give me the keys to the Zamboni and we're good. I'd take Zamboni and drive
Zamboni over mascot?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Scotty, how about you?
Well, I guess if I was gonna be first off, I'd pick the Zamboni driver because I've only driven this chair my whole life, and I think it would be cool to drive something else. So yeah, I think the Zamboni would be cool. Plus, I couldn't really, if I got hurt, I can't really get hurt much worse. It's not like I could, paralyze myself more or something. So Zamboni would be really cool, but if I had to pick a mascot, I'd have to go Brutus Buckeye, man. I'm surprised no one's mentioned him yet, but just that head is iconic, man. And I don't know, I feel like if I was Brutus Buckeye, maybe I'd have better luck with the ladies, too.
Jeez, oh man. Quinn, how about you?
No, I'm 100% driving the Zamboni. Like, that's the only thing I want to do. That's a bucket list thing for me. I'd be that. If I had to pick a mascot, I'd probably be the Lions mascot because nobody cares and nobody watches that. So I'd be that guy.
Okay. That's
All I'd have to do is worry about Jeff.
man.
So
Jeff, you are one of
who's the
3
Lions
people in
mascot,
the world
Jeff?
that
You know
care
them?
about the Detroit Lions.
I don't think it's a lion.
What's his name?
Yeah, if you want to know something,
Mr. Lion.
He should be right.
So I'd be the Lions mascot. There we go.
MCDC. With white kneecaps off.
Everybody's looking it up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I'm
Hey
not
Siri, what
worried
is the
about it.
Detroit Lions?
Rory. Rory.
Oh yeah, that's why we stink.
The Lions take on the Bills on
That's why we stink. Because Rory McIlroy stinks at golf, and that's why we stink at football. There you go. Put two together.
Rory stinks at golf, and you shot an 86.
And you shot an 89 and still lost to me.
I didn't say Rory stunk at golf.
Shut up, Quinn. Let DJ answer the question.
Hard turn right there, Jeff. Mine would be. I would do the mascot. I think it'd be fun. I would be a little mascot. It'd be. I might have to be like the junior mascot. But I think I would do. I don't know. I'd like to be Scrappy for a night. I think that'd be fun.
Kids love Scrappy.
Everybody loves Scrappy. Like it'd be fun to be like what was it was a Slider? It's the Cleveland mascot.
yeah, Slider.
Had that like
What's the big
What
green
is Slider?
green dude Slider?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That scares me.
Yeah, and then Slider's like purple, right?
yeah.
And,
Who's
and
the big
then
green dude?
the green one is the Philly Fanatic.
Oh, okay, that's. I thought he was scored.
Do the Yankees have a mascot?
I don't think.
Hell no.
No, I don't think so.
That's scary.
Like you can pick up between like 35 dogs as mascots of the Cleveland Browns, which is stupid. But Steelers don't have cheerleaders, so you have that. But
Browns don't either.
Mm-hmm.
Browns don't have
they do.
cheerleaders?
No,
I thought they had cheerleaders.
no.
They
I think
invite like local school cheerleaders to be there every week. Like it's like an award that they get.
It's a sponsor they can probably do. That's probably how they get that.
Yeah.
We know how that works.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, if you don't mind me saying something,
Sure.
today is they missed being on Anthony's show. They were supposed to go on. Today going on out at South Range is for TJ Irons. They're having it's a blood drive, a bake sale. They're selling T-shirts and stuff. So it's his birthday today, and they're doing a whole bunch of stuff out there. They were going to go on the show and talk to Anthony. They missed their window, and they apologized for it. But they said, if anybody wants to come out, you're out and about that way. Come out and buy some cookies or a shirt.
Get them on the show. We don't have windows on this show. We're a janitor's closet. This is what this is. Right, Jeff?
right. I'm not in a janitor's closet, but yeah, Quinn.
No, we're not. I mean, we're not. We're not poking fun at you, but I'm just saying. If they want to hop on, they can talk all about it.
All right, I'll get them on here.
Send them the link.
Doing it now.
Whenever I'm baffled that Paul was legit. Like I knew he was Snowbird, but the stories I never even thought to ask him.
You ever get in a fight? Well, that was hard to fight. They don't come up and like punch you in the gut like being Snowbird.
Did you have the mittens or did you have flippers?
It was a suit, so like you had to like step into it, and it zipped up in the back, and then it was the arms and everything were all sewn into it, and then your feet came out the bottom because you had to put
The giant.
I don't know what you'd call them. I don't call them flippers, but the feet. They were
Yeah,
big. These
Flippers are
feet
your
were-
arms.
Yeah, the feet were like this big. They were big yellow rubber feet. It was nice in the wintertime because you were warm inside there. Summertime was not so nice. And
You ever fall over?
no, I never fell over. But
What
like
was the worst place, Paul, that you ever had to go? Like you were like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
Oh yeah, she's joking. The helmet fit. It was like almost like a helmet inside there, but it did fit. She's saying I got a big head, so the helmet didn't,
Not because of your boy.
too big for me. But the worst place we had to go. I mean, I guess the stuff outside was terrible. In the summertime. I mean, the coolest thing I got to do, honestly, I got to ride in a helicopter. We were out at the Trumbull County Fair. It was one of those big like bubble helicopters, and they put Snowbird in the helicopter, and like, you know, I was kind of squished in there a little bit, but I'm like waving to people on the ground. It was fun.
That's so awesome.
That's gotta be a Snowbird in a helicopter.
What is that? Snowbird's trying to fly.
Penguins don't fly. I mean, they had to. There's got to be some 21 footage somewhere of it along the lines that I was in the helicopter. But I mean,
that's all I want.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I mean, it was interesting. I got to sit and work in the promotions department with a bunch of good people there. But it was the worst thing about it all the time is you couldn't like take the suit into a school to change. You had to change like in the van. So like I'm in the back of the van, like putting this damn suit on, and then I'd like step out of it, and the intern would help zip up the back and make sure the head was all tucked in, and then we went into the school. You know, so I mean, it was some of the how can I say this as PC as I can? Some of the not so nice schools were not the best to go to.
Gotcha.
You know, so some of those ones, those kids were like just maniacs. I mean,
Paul, we have someone on the line here that we want to bring in to the stream. Do you want to roll the red carpet out for him and introduce him?
It should be Chris and Scott. Yep, and Trisha Irons. There they are.
Woohoo! Hey guys.
Ladies, something special going on here today. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're looking to do and why?
So today we're having a blood drive out at South Range, and we have student council sponsored this blood drive for TJ Irons, and we have had I have lots of people out here to donate, and in addition to that, right now we're having a birthday party, as today is his birthday party.
Hey, happy birthday, Tej!
So we have gift basket, raffle baskets, bake sale, bracelets, T-shirts, you name it. We're here all just to support the Irons.
Awesome. How can people get involved other than today? Are there other opportunities to get involved to help TJ and obviously his lovely family?
Okay, obviously send your love and your prayers. Definitely looking for those. Always sending the good vibes. But then there are bracelets and T-shirts you could purchase to support if your school wanted to. We could make that happen. We could do a big order if you want. We have bracelets. We have the orange. Do you have your bracelet? We have the orange Team Irons bracelet. We have the scarlet and gray, TJ's favorite colors. Pura Vidas, we have and then the girls are making bracelets for him too, the bead bracelet. So just lots of ways to show your support.
Awesome. Paulie, any questions that we can help out the Irons crew?
No, I mean, it's great. They're doing all kind of good stuff there. I mean, it started at 1. It's going all the way till 6 o'clock today. And so, make sure you stop by. Everything looks like it's inside the gym. So you can stop in there.
Cafeteria.
In the cafeteria.
Oh, look, we got everybody's out and about.
Yep. The dog. And the dog.
And the puppy. Is that a bowling ball or is that a balloon?
Balloon.
Okay.
No,
Looks like a balloon.
Blood drive. Okay.
Awesome. Well,
guys.
Thank you very much. Best of luck. Happy birthday, TJ. We're all rooting for you. You got our hearts, man. Whatever we can do to help the Irons, we always will. As he's been a huge advocate for YSN, throughout the years to get us started and also to keep us going. So, Paul, good job getting that taken care of and getting them on the show. More information. What we'll do is we'll try to get the banner or whatever that is, and we'll try to get it up here so more people can get out there and support TJ Irons and his family. So we're going to take a break. When we come back, still a lot to talk about in the sports world, and I'm sure Paul's going to have a story or two from the mascot world as well. Taunting, guys. Taunting is in the news for the NFL. They are going to crack down on taunting because that's a no-no now. We don't want taunting anymore in the NFL after all the things that happened and transpired last year. What's the difference between taunting and celebrating? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about if it's a good idea to be cracking down on taunting or if it's something that's just become part of the game. All that and your G. Burbick Farms, What's Your Beef, What's Your Filet, brought to you by our friends over at G. Burbick Farms. But first, a word from the Air Force Reserve.
We are there in your community. Small business owners, mechanics, police officers, homemakers, and we are there serving our nation in the Air Force Reserve. When medical emergencies arise, in cybersecurity, when natural disasters happen, we are there in space. We are Reserve Citizen Airmen, and we are there with over 180 different jobs to serve your country. Air Force Reserve.
Come see one of the Valley's hidden gems. The Back Nine Bar and Grill on the Berlin Lake Golf Club is the perfect place for fellowship, fame, food, and fun. Check out our daily specials and ask about memberships. The Back Nine Bar and Grill on Hartzell Road in North Benton.
Hello, I'm Greg Burbick with G. Burbick Farms. For the last 100 years, my family has farmed in Columbiana and Mahoning counties. I began raising cattle in 1996 with the goal of providing a better product for you and your family on the dinner table. Our grass-fed and grain-supplemented Black Angus beef are raised with no hormones, steroids, or antibiotics. We're known for our hometown-friendly service and incredible tasting products. We're locally owned and have customers across the tri-state area. Our products go from our farm to your family. Stop by our farm on New Buffalo Road or visit us on the web at gburbickfarms.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook. G. Burbick Farms, it just tastes better.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
If you're looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle, why shop anywhere else but Tri-State Ford? Choose from our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Plus, we've got you covered with our exclusive Tri-State Ford Advantage. It includes a 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty with your pre-owned vehicle and much more. Come see why so many customers from the Tri-State area buy their pre-owned vehicle at Tri-State Ford.
Customer focus, community driven. Tri-State Ford East Liverpool or visit tristateford.net.
Welcome back to the YSN Power Hour. DJ Yoakley and a few of my friends. We got Quinn, we got Scotty, we got Jeff, we have Mikey, and we have Paulie. While we were in the break, Paul, thank you for sending that over. Oh, wait. Hold it down. We got to put this up first. This was the banner, the graphic that was out there. You're invited to the TJ Irons birthday blood drive. Everyone invited to celebrate today, Wednesday, August 11th from 1 to 6, so still plenty of time to get out there at the blood drive hosted at South Range High School. There's a basket raffle, bake sale, t-shirts and bracelets, as they said. All this stuff. There's a selfie station, so make sure you get your tails out there and support the Irons family, please, and thank you, because they've meant so much to us personally at YSN. Not just through South Range, but through our entire network. Thank you so much for all you do. And TJ, we're rooting for you harder than before, man. We got your back. Anything you need, we're going to come through for you. Paul, put it up. Who's that?
So that was the first intern. Her name was Julie Duffy. That's the normal snowbird, right?
Yeah.
There we go. That's better. No glare. Here's Summer Snowbird.
Hang on.
He's still got the earbuds on and a big-ass Hawaiian shirt.
Sunglasses
on, yeah. Look, sunglasses.
That looks like hell.
His eyes.
Eyes are yellow.
I have one of those T-shirts. As you can see, she's wearing a T-shirt that says Snowbird. I got one somewhere.
Do you have any more? Is there any more pictures?
No, that's it. These are the only two pictures I have.
We got to get that on digital file. If there was a fire, that would be That'd be awful, Paul.
These were, yeah. I actually ran out to the shed real quick because it was in an album I have out there.
You kept them in a shed?
Well,
yeah. Well, I have some photo albums that are out there. So.
We got to get all that digitized, Paul. We can't lose those snowbird pics.
That's it, man.
If you're just joining us, we're talking about the would you rather question of the day was, would you rather be a mascot or drive a Zamboni? And quickly, Paul brought up, Carrie actually brought it up first about being Snowbird. And Paul's been telling us war stories of being Snowbird for the entirety of the first 40 minutes for Channel 21 WFMJ, who proud
That
partner.
was hell. Living hell.
Yeah, this looks like Snowbird just came back from Woodstock.
Is that the Canfield Fair?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
That's why it was living hell. It
Hey,
was
hey
hot
guys,
as-
hey guys, Snowbird here to tell you it's very hot outside.
Yeah, did you ever do the weather?
And well, I never talked. No, but like
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk, right?
No, the bird didn't talk. But I mean, I would be able to like. I know there was the one time I stood in front of the green screen and like pointed and stuff. But I mean,
Born in the wrong area, Snowbird.
But Mike hit it on the head the one time. We were all down at HQ talking about it, and he did say there. I mean, literally, he joked the one time about it. He goes, "They almost killed you." I'm like, "Yeah, they did. It was because the thing was they had this vest, like I said, and it had ice packs, the ice packs that you'd put like in your cooler.
Yeah.
And there was little slots for them, and they would put 2 in the front, 2 in the back, because it was supposed to keep you cool.
Right.
But okay, so from here down, you were kept cool, and it like would keep your body core temperature cool, but then your head would get super hot. I was sweating in that thing. So now all of a sudden your brain is getting hot, but the rest of your body's cold. And like it was, yeah, they actually had somebody come in the one time and they said, you can't have him do that. They're like, you're going to kill the guy. They go, he's going to pass out because his head is going to be so hot. His brain's going to tell him to try to cool himself down, and you're cooling down his lower body. So yeah, it was interesting. So
soft, Paul. Don't be soft. You're doing it for the kids, man.
Yeah,
it's for the kids.
I didn't complain. It was somebody else. They're like, we probably shouldn't do that to him, But they were probably thinking, it's just an intern.
It's Paul Munson. It's all right.
It's just an intern from YSU. There's plenty more.
He has elite resume status. He's done this before. He was the Raider, damn it. He was the South Range Raider, my God.
That's right.
What else do we have here? Glad you didn't die, Paul. Where's this guy been? Where's this guy? Oh, that's right. He's on vacation.
He's living up at the beach right now.
Yeah, he is.
Sorry, Billy. I forgot you're on vacation. Enjoy your vacation. I like it's insanity. Insanity, Paul. The life of a mascot. Maybe we should book a mascot, and you guys can tell your war stories back and forth. But you said most mascots are girls. I know the East Palestine mascot was a female this past year.
Yeah, most of them are because they're not really that big. So you could put like a head on, or you could put like a little outfit on. But I mean, obviously you saw, how big this damn thing was. I mean, you had to make sure that you were.
He's just trying to get all kinds of pub for this snowbird picture, man.
You had to be a little taller there, so.
Oh, don't lie. You took that picture.
Places, I can't remember what hardware store we were at, but Snowbird made us stop at a hardware store there.
For some reason, your head actually looks smaller in the snowbird outfit.
That's why Carrie jokes that she goes that it was a life-size head that I had to put in there. The first one they rented the first one off of WTOV.
Yeah.
It was trash. It actually had a football helmet inside of it that you had to like put a chin strap on the football helmet to wear that thing, and then they bought this one. I guarantee this is still there.
I'm gonna try and track it down.
I can almost guarantee, unless they sold it off, you got to talk to Gerdick. I guarantee that's somewhere in that place.
If it gets down to HQ, can you put it back on?
If he can track it down, I would put it on for old time's sake.
No. We're not just putting it on. We are walking around East Palestine in snowbird costume and see if we can find the aliens.
You want to talk about like, getting beat up or something like that? They're going to be like, "There's a big ass bird walking around here." Boom!
Fry it up!
Yeah.
Well,
There's that bird walking around.
There's a critter outside. It's about 6'2". And it's got a big head, but I think there's whoever's wearing that damn hat has a bigger head.
Still got earmuffs on.
It's like a human bobblehead under that damn thing.
We found the alien. We got him.
Yeah.
We got him.
We found the leader.
It's just a bunch of pitchforks running after Paul.
I would pay so much to watch Paul in this.
Some dude in an old pickup truck just runs Paul. I got him! Woo! And drags him. Like a trophy.
That damn bird walking around. I'll get him.
I just want Paul in the back of a pickup truck with the American flag.
Yeah. I'll hold on to the roll bar.
These colors don't run. Oh my gosh. All right. Scotty, this taunting thing in the NFL, we talked about it a little bit earlier off camera. Talk to me about, you like it? Do you not like it? A lot of your cardiac kids seem to do a lot of taunting nowadays, and I say that you kind of tongue in cheek because I'm a Steeler fan and I got a guy dancing on the 50-yard line, dancing on other people's logos. How do you feel about taunting, Scotty, and how are they going to crack down?
Yeah, I mean, this whole thing, I think, again, I talked about it with Anthony as part of Running Point today. I think there's a fine line between taunting and just flat out celebrating. And I'm all for celebrating. I think it adds entertainment, brings value to the game. I think the people that say, "Oh, act like you've been there before," like I just picture them as the "get off my lawn" people. But I don't know. To me, like just like Jarvis Landry, using him for as an example, because he's been hit with taunting penalties. And to me, if you make a great catch, you get up, you spike the ball, to me, that's not taunting. To me, it's only taunting when you get in the guy's face and you're like pointing at him, pointing fingers. That's taunting there. But I don't really know how they're gonna crack down, because I don't really see, I don't see it big enough a deal as to where I want guys suspended and missing games. I could see fines, but I don't really think anyone should be suspended. I mean, it's different in college and high school. These guys are elite. They're getting paid millions of dollars. Let them put on a show. Let them do what they want to do.
McNuggies.
That's just how I feel.
Here's my thing with it. I don't know if you can firmly establish a fine line of what is taunting and what is just flat out celebrating. I do agree with Scotty that taunting, the ones that should be enforced, is when you're making it a point to let another guy know that you kind of own him. Like back in the Super Bowl, Antoine Winfield putting up the peace sign right in Tyreek Hill's face. That's the type of stuff they're talking about. I don't think it's really taunting if a team the Bengals, after they hit Juju, they do his stupid logo dance on him. That would probably get called for taunting. I don't think it really should be, because there are some times where that's just disrespectful. Juju has that coming. But if you're making it a point to disrespect another player in a type of way that just puts them down, then yeah, that's kind of taunting. And I know that's professionals, that they should be able to handle that, but that's what it sounds like with the NFL. That's the fine line that they're trying to establish with taunting.
Quinn, your thoughts on taunting?
You're muted.
Good work. Good work.
Thanks. I forgot about that.
Stop being lazy.
Listen here, Auto Orange. Why don't you shut up?
It's not orange, bro.
Not yet, but you look like one.
It's not orange, man.
I don't. It don't.
What is that? Hot pink?
No.
Salmon. It's salmon.
That is it. It's salmon.
We all know you like fish. So.
I don't know how they're going to crack it down, like Scotty said. I mean, it's what constitutes as it. It's kind of like a judgment call, I guess. I don't care. It's whatever. It happens in the league. Everybody does it. Like if you're going to call it on the third string, wide out, then why not call it on Tom Brady if he does it? Like what's the boundary, I guess? I don't know. So I don't necessarily think it's going to work.
Okay. Jeffrey, your thoughts on taunting?
That's stupid. It's dumb. Like the guy that got flagged in the Super Bowl for piecing at Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill did the same thing to him and got no flag going in the end zone when Kansas City beat Tampa Bay. In Tampa Bay. I think it's stupid. Like that's a part of the game. You're supposed to show up the other player. That's what the whole point is. I'm here to be better than you. And if I'm going to be better than you, I'm going to tell that I'm better than you and show you that I'm better than you. Yeah, I love it.
Words of instruction by Coach Betos.
Part of the game.
Part of the game.
Coach
Show
Betos
up the other team.
Coach Betos' lesson of the day: embarrass the other team.
Yes, that's what I'm there for. I want to embarrass you. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Keep moving. I love it. I'm here to embarrass you, and I will embarrass you.
You always do, Jeff. I'm better than Jeff, says Billy McCartney.
Or Kate, one of the two.
Or Kate. We have yet to figure out who's who. Rob chiming in saying if they're going to take hitting out of the game, at least they can do is keep the most outrageous celebrations. That's the difference, though. I'm okay with the celebrations. I'm even okay with taunting a little bit. Like, to me, the Tyreek Hill thing, when Tyreek did it, I was like, okay, dude, but you get your comeuppance at some point, right? You're either going to get laid out or, what is it,
Karma.
KTFO, as the kids are saying these days, or whenever they score on you, you're going to get it right back in your direction. But you know how this goes, guys. You know that the first guy gets away with it and the second guy gets busted. Yeah. So that's going to be the issue, is the NFL is going to have to deviate between, if you're going to do it, you got to go all in. You can't just pick on the second guy or the guy that gets busted. Is that going to be reviewable if you taunt?
That's what I was going to say. Now, are all of a sudden we going to go to instant replay to see did this guy taunt him before he got there, and now we're going to penalize this guy for that? I mean, how much longer are we going to
the reason we ask, Paul,
I would love to watch those 4-hour football games.
Well, they do it for scrums, right? They'll go back and they will look and see if someone threw a punch in basketball, in football, anyway, because then it's an automatic ejection, right? So if they're going to give flags for taunting, is it reviewable to the fact? And what's a flaggable offense? If you're taunting the crowd, you've seen players stand on their bench and taunt the crowd. Is that flaggable?
No, I would think it's just people on the field at that time. I think they get most focus on the field. Why?
Why is it just on the field? Why is it not?
Because if a fan has taunted me in the back and I'm beating the crap out of his team, I'm sure they're going to turn around and tell that guy that's drunk, hey, dude, calm the hell down. We're up by 35 points on you. I don't think people often.
Were you drunk when you were making fun of Kai Tom?
Well, they were losing. They weren't winning.
In his defense, Kai Tom is horrendously bad.
I think he was 0 for 2 or 0 for 3 that day.
After review, the receiver did in fact twerk, therefore will enforce 15-yard penalty. That's a good point. It really is.
I don't think you can if you review it, then you got to review everything.
I feel like they already do.
You know what I mean? If you're going to review,
they don't review pass interferences anymore because that got botched so badly.
But if you're going to review taunting, you got to review holding calls. You got to review.
Oh, there's holding on every play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can have holding on every play. You can have taunting on every play.
Is there really? I get it.
No, I don't think that really.
There's not holding on every play. People that use that as a constant excuse need to calm down because that's not actually true.
No.
That's like saying there could be offsides on every play. No,
yeah.
it couldn't.
Good.
Let's get to the hard wrap on this show. It's time for the G. Burbick Farms What's Your Beef, What's Your Filet? Brought to you by our friends at G. Burbick Farms on New Buffalo Road in Columbiana. Visit them on the web at gburbickfarms.com. Their family's farm, your family's freezer. Load up. Do they finally know what a catch is? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
The day they figure out what a catch is the day that league becomes less interesting, because then there's not the excitement of knowing, oh, did he catch it or did he not?
Then they're going to have to have how many reviews in regards to the action of the offense and defense. Yep. I mean, it's a slippery slope they're on right now, and I just, not that they're going to review, but why wouldn't they? Why couldn't they review Taunting? Because
wasn't it a couple years ago they stopped celebrations too? You weren't allowed to celebrate.
You want to if they really wanted to end
with the ball, you had to have the ball.
Yeah, if they want to end taunting, here's how they do it. If you score and you taunt, they pull it back, and it's a 15-yard penalty. That ends it right there. Those dudes taunt more than anything.
Yeah, they had excessive celebrations in the end zone banned for quite a bit, and then they brought them back for excitement to the league. Now that you're enforcing taunting, that could kind of go away. And I think the rule was you could not use any props for your celebration unless it was the football. Because I remember, I think it was Michael Thomas a few years ago against the Rams. He pulled I think it was a Torrey Holt. He got the flip phone out from underneath the goalpost.
It's Joe Horn.
Joe Horn, that's who it was.
Randy Moss pulling his pants down like he was mooning everybody in Green Bay.
Yeah, and what was it? Elliott jumping in the bucket.
Salvation Army bucket. That wasn't anything.
It's
no.
entertainment,
That was
man. It's entertainment. If they want to celebrate. But that's there's such a fine line, like Scotty said, between taunting and celebrating. Are you a professional football league, or are you going to be a stickler for punishment? Because you want to go back and make it a stick up your ass league. Just go hang out with MLB for a little bit, because that's what it is. It's so just, well, this is the way. It's unwritten rules and no, come on, man. Have fun. The NFL is fun. It's fun to watch. That's why people literally give you their entire day Sunday to watch football. Nobody is watching baseball for an entire day outside of spring training, and if their team's in the World Series, they just don't do it. It's basketball's the same way.
Did you see that meme, DJ? It showed that the NFL Hall of Fame game between your Steelers and the Cowboys, more people watched that than more people watched the World Series. There was only one big event that outdrew it, but it was crazy how.
Well, when you have America's two favorite teams in the Steelers and the Cowboys, it's going to be hard not to draw. And
even have football on TV again is probably people are dude, we're back.
Yeah, so
football's back.
All right, let's get to the beefs and the fillets. Paul, you want to start us off? You want to lead us off?
Yeah, sure. Mine's a fillet. It was fun to reminisce and remember this guy right here, right there.
Snowbird.
That was some fun times. So it was good to think back and the whole mascot thing. So
the bird's the word.
The bird is the word, yes. And listen, I've worn many hats in my day, and that was one of the fun ones. So
none of them bigger than that one.
No.
All right, Mikey.
I'm going to go with a beef today, and it's that I still care enough about the Pirates to watch them every night. I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know why you do either.
I hate it.
Are you disappointed in the future of the Pirates, or are you believing?
I am unrealistically optimistic, which any form of optimism is unrealistic with the Pirates, and I know that, but whatever.
That a boy. Jeffrey.
Mine's going to be filet. Just want to shout out my brother AJ today. It's his 67th day being sober. So great job, AJ. Keep up the great work. We all love you here, buddy.
All right. Good job, AJ. Let's go to Quinn. Sorry, Quinn. I just got a feeling Scotty's going to one-up you.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. Mine's a filet. It goes to the Browns. You're not playing any of the starters on Saturday. I don't have to watch you. Thank God. Move it to next week.
Oh, so the Browns don't play the starters and it's okay. But the Steelers don't.
I didn't watch
I got to hear about it for 75 years.
There was so many better things to do than watch Pittsburgh play.
Quinn, we all know that you just laid in your house.
Exactly. That's one of the things that are better.
Scotty, go ahead.
I guess I got a B fan of filet today. My filet is Paul and the snowbird and is reminiscing all the stories. That was great. My beef is I found out, I told you this morning, DJ, went to the doctor, found out my cholesterol is a little high, so now it's going to be a mental battle. Food has always been a vice for me, but now I'm probably going to have to switch to Miller Lite beer instead of the heavier beers, which is, it's fine, but, I've come to realize that, yeah, like I could eat healthier, I could do this, I could do that, but I also want to enjoy my life. So it's a tough thing to balance, a hard thing to navigate, but I'll figure life out one day. One day I'll become mature and figure it out.
Scotty, you do you. You do you. You want to drink regular beer, you go for it.
One ticket, buddy. One ticket. That's all we get in this ride. Mine is going to be, hang on, I got to do this. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. Mine is going to be a little bit of a beef first, but then it turned into a filet. So, people that don't finish what they start drive me crazy. Like, unnaturally nuts. If you're going to commit to something, finish what you start. And if you cannot, please contact someone. Don't just put it on social media for us to guess. And don't just matter-of-factly if someone messages you or texts you or calls you and says, hey, I thought you were doing this. Oh, yeah, something came up. Okay. From that, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, you will have this guy. You won't see our faces, but you will also have that guy doing the Mahoning Valley Scrappers baseball game tonight when they play the West Virginia Black Bears. Guess what? We're going to have some fun with it. We're going to have a ton of fun. Jeff is going to mess up some names. I'll correct him on the air. We'll talk about trash pandas. We'll talk about all kinds of things. And it is Autism Awareness Night, so we will be pumping that. I think you can buy or bid on jerseys. So we'll put that into our links and things of that nature. But we are excited. From great devastation comes great opportunity. So that is my lesson of the day. So in case anybody else is having a really bad day, always look forward because there's always a silver lining. And tonight, Jeff, you, sir, are my silver lining as my broadcast partner as we broadcast the greatest minor league baseball team, MLB draft team of all time, the Mahoning Valley Scrappers. So a little bit of less time at home with my wife before football season, so I'll probably catch hell about that. But it also keeps the flag waving mighty and stiff for all you jokers out there that want to break news off of our back. Ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna let this ball drop, sucker. So that is going to do it for the YSN Power Hour. I want to thank Scotty for making his special appearance here on this Wednesday. Mikey McKenzie, always good having you on the show. And you other three jokers, well, it's always good having you as well. On behalf of all of us and Snowbird, that's a peace out, Girl Scout. We'll see you on the Flippity Flop tomorrow, 3 to 4, right here on YSN Power Hour. See you, bird.